Hello students and welcome back. NEET or NEXT? How does it differ? How to prepare? I'm getting a lot of DMs and in today's video we will try to see. So first, if you know your previous year questions and the concepts surrounding them, it does not make a difference whether it is NEET or NEXT, and how we will see with the help of two MCQs in our today's video. Before that, if you are new to my channel, myself Dr. Dhruv Baru, a neurosurgeon and your PG teacher mentor, and welcome to my channel Train with Brain Surgeon. So let's get started. First question. So there is a patient of RTA and you have given 2 pints of FFP, and you find that patient is breathless as well as a drop in saturation, and you get a chest X-ray which shows the following image. So this is also an image based question. Now what is the mechanism? So before that you have to give a diagnosis. So at first you get scared thinking it's a hemolytic reaction. Relax. If you know it, then you will be calm. So most common reaction following blood transfusion is not hemolytic, it is non-hemolytic febrile reaction. That is the most common. Now this condition, so there is an entity called TRALI. Now if you break it, TRALI is transfusion related acute lung injury. So it's a non-cardiogenic acute pulmonary edema. And what is the mechanism? Mechanism is there are preformed antibodies in the donor's plasma which react with the recipient's HLA type 2 and cause this type of reaction. Why battering? So basically it's a pulmonary edema, hazy lung, and that's where you get a battering appearance. So the answer to this question is anti-HLA antibodies. Second question. So there is one more patient of RTA and you have given 4 pints of PRBC. Which of the following is not safe? So before that you have to know the entity called massive blood transfusion. What is the definition? If you transfuse patient's whole blood or give 10 units within 24 hours or more than 50% of volume in 4 hours, and this is the scenario, it is referred to as massive blood transfusion. So massive blood transfusion comes with a lot of complications, and the frequently asked in MCQ is hypo and hyper. So let me tell you a trick. All hypo and hyper can be seen in massive blood transfusion except. So if you know the mechanism, it becomes easy. Hypo and hyperkalemia both are seen. Metabolic acidosis and alkalosis both are seen. But only one is hypo, and that is calcium. And how? So citrate, which we know is stored in the blood products, binds to the calcium, and that's why it causes a state of hypocalcemia. So the answer to this question is A, and it should be ideally hypocalcemia. Bonus point, along with calcium, citrate also binds to magnesium. So hypocalcemia and hypomagnesemia both can be seen with massive blood transfusion. So I hope now we are not scared whether it is NEET or NEXT, because if you prepare like this, it doesn't make a difference. If you have any doubts or any queries, please do reach out, mention in the comment section or DM me. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.